What's up, traders? Welcome back to another video. Today I am telling you the best trade setup, and I will also show you how to grade those trades. There are best trade setups and there are setups that look like your best trade setup, but they are a trap, and most guys fall for these traps. So let's jump into the video. Now we will start by looking at gold. I took a trade on oil. We will talk about that later, but let's start with gold. Now the process is the same: plotting the high of the day and the low of the day. The low of the day is here. This is the low of the day. Now, I usually come to the screen 15 minutes before New York Open. So, but the process is the same. The first 1 hour of our New York 12 candle window, the first hour sets the high and the low of the session. Now this is gold. Sets the high and the low of the session. And as you can see, the market was a creeping trend down, and it moved 1, 2, 3 levels down. Now, keeping in mind this is the first hour, what are we expecting? We are expecting that the second hour we will break this low to give us a setup for this is a dump and pump. So let's see. That is my bias. As you can see, the market broke down. Now we are waiting for an M pattern, and boom, there we have our M pattern. And then we were looking for break of structure. This line here, this small line, represents the break of structure. We've come down and then we broke structure. So what I am expecting is a retest with an engulfment. That is how simple my setup is. But also looking at timings. Most of my trades are usually near 2-3 minutes before or after 9:30. Or if it's not that, then maybe we are looking for a third hour trade setup. But let's see how gold did. Broke structure again, and then boom, that is the engulfment. Now when you look at this trade, the engulfment formed at 9:23 a.m. 7 minutes before 9:30. Now to me, this is how my setup looks like, but to me this is not my best trade setup. This is just a trap, because first of all we have an imbalance. We have an imbalance here from that region, this whole region. This region is an imbalance, and once you take your trade up here, you can be sure that they will come down. They will come to fill this gap. So to me, this is not my best setup. If they came up, broke structure, then retested down here, that would have been a perfect trade for me, because I know they are not coming back. They are coming back to do what? They are not coming back. But yeah, so that is the setup that formed in gold. And as you can see, it went up and then came down to fill that imbalance. And this was not a trade setup. Look, this is not something that I'd consider, because, well, for me, I usually trade dump and pumps and pump and dumps. That is my specialty. Pump and dumps and dump and pumps. Now, let us look at oil. Oil gave me a very nice setup. Now, the process is the same. I plot the low and the high of the day. And then the first hour gives me the high and the low of the session. Now, as you can see, the second hour we broke above the New York session. The New York session high. Then we got that M pattern. We broke, and then we have that M pattern, and then broke structure. As you can see, we broke structure before 9:30. Now, what I'm expecting price to retest this area and give me an engulfment. And what did price do? We came back, one push, two push. The third push and engulfment at 9:25. This to me is a perfect trade setup. Look at where the engulfment has formed. It has formed above. There is no imbalance. It has formed above, just at the high. To me, I just entered and boom, for a nice 50 pips. How many minutes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 minutes. 10 minutes. I got in and at 9:25 I was out at 9:35. 10 minutes. And the market continued down. And as you can see, this is a pump and dump. Pump, 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 pump. And then look at this setup. And then look at this setup in gold. You'll see the difference. Look at, if it would have formed here, then broke structure, retested and engulfed for the move up. That would have been a nice setup. But this is a clear indication they are coming back for the money. But oil, look at oil. Simple. Pump, 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 and then engulfment for the move down. And it continued down for 150 pips. 130 pips. But 50 pips in 10 minutes. In 10 minutes. So guys, that is how this is a 5-star trade setup. When the confirmation is at the top, at the high, there are no reasons for me to doubt this trade, because there is nothing. They have taken out the money. So guys, I hope you got value from today's video, and make sure that you learn every day. Every single trade is unique, and it will teach you something. Whether it's a losing trade or a winning trade, it will teach you something. So hopefully you got value from today's video. Stay disciplined, always stay learning, always stay focused, and I'll see you in the next video.